What you say, Bill Clinton?
I've met Bill Clinton, I've met Tony Blair, and they're not that bright.
Well, was a Rhodes Scholar.
It turns out...
It's not... He wasn't stupid.
He wasn't that bright
Tony
either.
Blair.
He got caught getting his in the White House, okay? He's not that bright, trust me.
There's no way... he couldn't possibly come up to your standards, I realise.
Well, I've never been caught.
It's that time of the week again. We're going to get grumpy. And who have I got getting grumpy with me? None other than Mike and Kev. Yeah? And we are going to kick off with Mike and party conferences.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Surely not.
Well, it's that time of year, and I know we don't normally do sort of newsy type shows and newsy type stories, but this is not necessarily about
party conferences aren't newsy.
It's not. No, they're not. It's that ridiculous point in the year when everybody who's a politician goes, well, we can't do anything now. And why is that then? Oh, well, because we've got a party conference to go to. And you go, well, never mind. There's a couple of, intercontinental ballistic missiles coming over from Russia. Sorry, we've got party conference. No, we can't deal with that. We've had the Reform Party conference.
We all need to go to the coast.
We've had the Lib Dem Party conference. They're always in really, really stupid places like Bournemouth.
Depressing.
Or, Blackpool, where nobody goes unless you're going to a party conference. Or Liverpool, I think this year.
Yeah, they stopped doing the seasides more so much now.
Yeah,
it's all
Brighton was always one, right?
Yeah.
And it's just the whole thing just seems to me to be a pointless exercise in politicians trying to make out that they're more important than they really are, and all these weirdos who kind of go and hang around with them. And
Political groupies.
Political groupies.
That's a weird
political
thing.
reporters.
Political reporters.
Political reporters, even
all,
stranger.
sit around, talking about how important some side issue is on a, fringe meeting. And, have you heard what so-and-so said? It's like, it's so ridiculous.
Nobody
cares. All the
cares.
media channels pick it all up and they send loads of people and they, there's a big row this year apparently because...
Weren't you at a party conference recently?
I was at the Reform Party conference recently, but it wasn't like a party conference. It was actually more like a party. Yeah, actually.
And was it on the coast?
It was in Birmingham.
Yes, you see, middle of the
country, much easier to get to. And also, you don't have to go through. You'll remember this, Kev. When we worked at the Mirror, they would always have a massive party.
There was live singing at that, wasn't there?
Well, the Mirror party was always the best party at Labour Party conference, and I remember going to one in Brighton, which would have been around about 2001 or something like that. It was when Labour were in charge, anyway. And I just remember walking from my hotel. I'd driven all the way from Wales to get there. Walking from the hotel to this club that was underneath the promenade in Brighton. And the rain was literally coming at you. By the time I walked into this place, I looked as if I'd just come out of the sea. I was that wet, And people are going...
What was going on in there?
It was a party, the Mirror Party. It was like we're all the
Mirror Party, as Mike said, the Mirror Party is the Daily Mirror Party is the biggest party at the Labour conference.
Right.
Always was.
Because the Guardian is the big paper. They haven't got any money. So the Mirror in those days used to have money.
Yeah.
Right, and we'd all go, and Piers Morgan was in charge, and there'd be all these cabinet ministers there. And literally, as I say, I walked in, and like a lot of other people, just completely soaking wet. And I was thinking, what am I even doing here? What is the point of it? Nobody cares. Nobody in the real world gives a stuff.
No.
Frankly.
I mean, do you think people will give a stuff that Chesney Hawkes is playing at the Tory party conference?
No, I'd pay not to see him.
But if you think about the one going on...
I'd literally pay to be left alone.
He's actually a very nice man.
I know he's a nice man, but he's a crap singer.
What would the point of the Lib Dem, the recent Lib Dem conference?
Ed Davey.
What on earth is the point of that? But thousands of people...
They had a conference?
Yeah, in Bournemouth. Thousands of people coming together, and their main mission, the main mission of the Lib Dem...
Did he dress as a beekeeper?
Is that they must never, ever get into power. That's the raison d'etre of the Lib Dems.
Well, I mean, I think it's important...
So what are they doing in Bournemouth?
But I think it is important that parties like the Lib Dems have a conference so that you are reminded, oh, Christ, I should never vote for them.
Yeah, but a lot of money gets spent on this nonsense.
Yeah, it does.
And which could be better spent elsewhere.
And a waste of media sort of resources, of people who go to these things when they should be writing about real stories, things that actually affect people. I couldn't give a stuff about party conferences, honestly.
No. I don't approve of cancel culture, but I do think that as a matter of urgency, Sir Ed Davey should be cancelled very, very quickly. He really should be. He's the most ridiculous person in the entire country.
So what you're saying is you don't want to go for dinner with him?
I don't ever want to see him again, never alone go to... God, no.
OK. But what is this? Restaurant menus? What have you got against restaurant menus?
Well, look, I've been going to restaurants all my life.
As have we all.
And as I've got sort of older and a little bit richer, we go to lots of flash restaurants.
Okay.
What I marvel at is
It's
to this
funny.
day...
I don't get a sense that you've got money. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, correct.
Not anymore.
Accurate observation.
Because he's wasted it all in restaurants.
Thank you, tax man. Actually, I told some people, what was it, 4 people? I took 4 people for dinner the other day. Well, I got drunk, and as you do, and then, get this.
That's ridiculous. Then you wake up in the morning and go,
620 quid.
What did I do that for?
And the bizarre thing was, he was in a Burger King.
But here's the point. Here's the thing. Why is it that after a lifetime of going to restaurants, flash restaurants, ordinary restaurants, all over America, all over the world, particularly London, of course, that every time I go to a restaurant, I'll pick up a menu and there'll be about 5 things on it. I have no idea what they are. Why is it that restaurants see it as their mission to confuse the customers about what the food is? So half of it is all written in French. I mean, by the way...
Not in Home Slice.
But...
Available 2 locations.
Covent
Garden and just near Bank Tube Station.
Yeah.
It's just pizza.
Pizza Domate.
Yeah, it's a Home Slice pizza.
So what is a question? At that recent state banquet when Donald Trump came over, they went to had this big thing for 160 people in Windsor Castle.
Well, they've got the space.
Probably spent £100,000.
Yeah, they've got the space.
Right, this is British. Why was the menu in French?
Do you know, I was told the answer to that.
What?
And apparently it's something to do with the Normans. Because the royal family are still kind of quite enamoured by the Normans, even though they're not Norman.
Not
They're
Barry
German.
Not Barry Norman, the film
Not
reviewer.
Barry Norman, no. These are the ones who came over in 1066.
Oh, those
And
ones,
seemingly, they've got this thing where whenever they have a state banquet, they have to have the menu in French. I'm with you, though, because I couldn't work it out.
Sure.
I'm looking at it going, what on earth was it? You see Donald Trump, and I asked him, what did you have to eat? He's like, I don't know. They gave me some weird stuff.
What's a ballotine? Well, there was a ballotine in it.
I don't know.
It's a stuffed chicken leg.
Why don't they say that then? That was part of the menu. Chicken ballotine.
If you've got any other questions, I could probably answer.
Sounds quite
everything
cool,
is a jus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or gravy.
Juice.
Yeah, so why not say gravy? So at that state banquet, they should have celebrated Britishness. But as I say, I really don't understand why restaurants want to confuse their customers.
It's
and
a snobby thing.
They genuinely do, though. It's like the chef
Yeah.
versus the customer.
But it's like the way they describe things, and you'll know this from your experience in a restaurant, where you go, you can't just have, a chicken leg. It has to be roasted gently in some kind of, Parmesan juice, and then it has to be, treated with some
You're
kind
booking another restaurant.
Well, no,
What's going on?
I've got here.
He's got a menu.
This is the
All right,
Ritz.
let me translate. Come on.
Okay.
why are you going to the Ritz for dinner?
Well,
Because it's expensive.
because I like the Ritz. It's
He
good.
likes the Ritz.
He's got a
No,
very
you
good
don't
chef.
ever go.
Keeps putting on the
you don't
Ritz.
eat in a hotel.
No, you do there.
No.
It's one of the most famous
It
restaurants
is a
in
good
the
restaurant,
Doesn't matter.
to be fair.
Doesn't matter.
It's a
Never
very
eat in hotel.
famous restaurant. The
Don't
chef
matter.
is a chef.
Anyway, look.
Well, you don't
Okay,
understand the menu.
here you go.
Doesn't understand the menu. What's to eat
Dorset
there?
crab, fine.
Yeah,
with
that's
creme
crab from
fraiche
Dorset.
and imperial caviar. Okay.
That's sour cream.
Next thing, langoustine à la nage and bronze fennel.
Right.
Hell's a-
So à la nage.
ballotine of duck liver.
Now you know it's the leg.
Potato. Actually, I do know what potato vichyssoise in.
It's
is.
soup.
And so
Leeks.
smoked bacon and comte. That's a cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Why is it all in French? Why do they try to? It's like the chef versus the customer. I'll bemuse you. I'll beat you. I'll put something on the menu that you won't understand. Why? Very strange culture.
Because they're catering for poncy people like you who want to spend £200 a head on
it's like
meal
I think
in the Ritz.
That's true.
You know,
They want
if you go to a
make
normal
you feel
restaurant-
like you're having something different. Yeah. If they're going to charge you 200 quid a head, which at the Ritz they're going to, Kev,
It's a great
they
man
want to
of the
make you
people.
feel like you're
I
getting
don't often
something
go
different.
to the Ritz, but it is, and it is very pompous and rather formal.
I can't be asked with that sort of stuff.
I tell you what, Kev, I've got somewhere you should go. Home Slice.
Yeah,
pizza,
I know, yeah.
Available at Covent Garden and Bank.
Near
It's
Bank
just
Station.
pizza.
Isn't it near Bank Station?
It is near Bank Station.
Maison
Why
Slice.
don't
Maison
you do?
Slice.
Could you do us a pizza, in some kind of, fake French, posh way?
No, because it's just pizza.
No, but what would it be though? Could you not
I
do
did-
us like
I
a
did-
margarita pizza in French?
Well, no, I mean, we do.
Pizza Marguerite au tomate.
I mean, I've got one pizza that was on for a while, which was air-dried Wagyu beef with truffle creme fraiche and cipollini onions tossed in salsa verde.
That sounds about right.
That's not at all pretentious.
He'd eat that. He'd eat that.
That's right. You're too
pretentious.
No, Kev. Do you know why you'd eat it, Kev? It was the most expensive pizza on the menu.
I don't eat meat.
That's why you tell it. Right. So moving on. I want to talk to you two gents about something that I think goes all the way back to Maureen in driving school.
118.
Oh, what that one?
Yeah?
Okay.
Which is the culture of stupidity,
yeah.
the celebration of stupidity that we have in this country now. It's like we sort of laud stupidity above anything else in this country. We used to be a country that celebrated bravery and tenacity and
perspicacity.
Yeah, that one too. And now it's all about stupid people.
Big Brother.
Well, there's more
of Big Brother.
There's more of them now.
Well, yeah.
Big Brother. The stars of Big Brother are always incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
God rest her soul. Jade Goody became very famous, and actually I knew Jade. She was not stupid. She didn't know anything, but she wasn't stupid. No. And she made millions of pounds by playing on her lack of knowledge, her lack of education.
Well, it's like,
we do celebrate.
Well, it's like
stupidity.
Stacey Solomon. Yeah. She's definitely not an idiot.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of thing where you sort of play to it. It's when you've got someone, like on social media, you have a man who is quite obviously obese, ordering vast amounts of Chinese food, running you through his menu and at the end going, bosh. And he's got, what, 750,000 followers?
Remember Joey Essex?
Yeah.
Joey Essex, he blissfully free from the ravages of
a big stock in trade was he couldn't tell the time.
Gemma Collins?
Yeah, these are all stupid people.
But there's a new one. There's a new one now.
People admire
Ibiza final boss. Have you seen this man with his hair sort of welded into place? And he's from Newcastle. And he literally.
I was just going with the hair like a helmet.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Do you know what it is though? It's the centre of American and British culture. It's suspicion of the intellectual. We don't like intellectuals. We prefer stupid people.
But do you think it is also that thing of like, well, I'm not that stupid?
Look. Think about politicians. Think about people like Bill Clinton, Tony Blair. These are all very intelligent people, but as soon as they're on telly, I've just been down at McDonald's, and I'm off to the ball game tonight, and all that kind of stuff. Trying to be men of the people. So you have to talk down if you're.
But that doesn't make him stupid, though.
No. But they pretend to be stupid.
Hold on.
They pretend to be stupid.
When we were all growing up,
that appeals to people.
You wanted people to look up to.
It doesn't make them stupid.
This is my point.
What I'm saying
when we were all growing up, we wanted people to look up to.
Yeah.
Right? And now we want people to look down.
No. We always did that. Politicians could never display their intellect. They never could. People are suspicious of it. They're daunted by it. So politicians in particular have to play down to the people. And now you put a moron on TV and we all look up to them.
I've never met a politician that was more intelligent than me.
No.
That's a pretty low bar.
Well, yeah, but they're not very intelligent. They're just not. I don't agree with you at all. I think the idea that they're playing themselves down...
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. This doesn't really matter.
You're saying that they're dumbing themselves down. They're not.
Well, they do.
Because they're not actually that bright.
Well, you said Bill Clinton.
I've met Bill Clinton, I've met Tony Blair, and they're not that bright.
Bill Clinton was a Rhodes Scholar.
It turns out...
He wasn't stupid.
He wasn't that bright either.
Tony Blair.
He got caught getting his in the White House, okay? He's not that bright, trust me.
There's no way. He couldn't possibly come up to your standards, I realise.
Well, I've never been caught.
We've got to take a slight break from all this grumpiness. We'll see you after this. We've just had a quick breather, but Mike's straight back in with UK Power Networks.
Yeah. Do you even know who UK Power Networks are?
I would imagine they provide some shoddy
I thought it was
service.
a plural of...
Well, I only just discovered who they are.
Who are they?
They are ruining this country.
OK.
It's an organisation based loosely around the national grid, right?
We don't want the national grid to be loose, though, do we?
We don't.
No.
But these are people who turn up in your street and dig it up for no apparent reason.
Do they put up temporary traffic lights?
They put up temporary traffic lights. They dig the hell out of the street, and they appear to be, from what I can gather, rewiring the entire capital city of London, right?
No,
now,
and
they'll be
the
doing it
surrounding
elsewhere, but it
everything.
happens to be where I live in London, right? All around where I live, they turned up about 2 weeks ago, and they have diggers, they have vans, and the most insidious thing they have is a generator.
Oh, yes.
And they put this big box which is about the size of the space where Kevin and I are sitting currently, from here to the end there. Mm-hmm. And it sits in the road and it goes...
It runs on...
It's generating petrol, power.
And it runs on diesel, right?
Diesel.
And
Not electricity.
It's generating some kind of electrical thrust. I don't know where that's going.
I like that
But
word.
they park it on the street and it runs continually 24/7, right? So these people, there are men that work around it. They have lights on at night, arc lights. And so they're there. They came to my street.
Are they working at night?
They came to my street about 2 weeks ago.
Or have they just put the lights on?
No, they came to my street about 2 weeks ago and I could see them out my window and they were kind of down there about 100 yards and they were there for about a week.
So your little corner of London has essentially been turned into a Guantanamo-style torture chamber.
Yes. Yeah. And then they came back this week and they put another one of these generators there and it's literally underneath my window.
Wasn't enough.
Underneath my window. Right next to... Right,
Deliberately.
It's like somebody parking...
Where's my Graham live?
It's literally like somebody parking an articulated lorry. When I had an apartment in Manhattan once, and it was on the street where the Carpenters Union was, and people used to come and bring huge articulated lorries and sleep in them and leave the engine running all night.
Not the band?
Not the band, no.
Okay.
They weren't really a band. They were a sort of duo. Anyway, so this noise goes on all night. It's outside somebody's house. There are lights on, and it just...
But nobody's home.
But so I come out in the morning, 5 o'clock, to get the cab into work. It's just going. There's lights on. I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, you barely sleep as it is anyway.
I don't sleep much, no. but I have to literally shut my window. I have to seal the whole place up.
You should borrow Kev's coffin. He sleeps like a dream.
You're a good sleeper, though, aren't you?
I can sleep, but
I'm a crap
But it's really
sleeper.
noisy. It's really noisy. It's awful. I don't know what they're doing.
I think they are screwing with the national grid.
Yeah.
Because nothing works properly anymore.
No. I keep expecting my power just to go out.
Mine does.
But they've got wires everywhere. It's like they're digging up the road, they're lifting up the wires, and they're using this generator to somehow bypass the real electricity. And I don't know what they're doing. I just don't get it.
Do you know what else needs power?
Go on.
Computers in cars.
Yeah.
Yes, this is my grump because things have gone wrong with my car. But 2 or 3, it's a good car. I've had it.
Is it a luxury car?
No, it's a Mini Cooper. I've had it a few years. It's a good car, very good car. But the problems that it's had have all been down to the computer.
Yes.
So a couple of years ago, I was going down the M2 to Kent. We're doing about sort of 80 or something, breaking the speed limit, folks. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly it went down to about like 20 miles an hour, wouldn't go any faster.
Engine management system.
Well, yeah, but
it
turned out it was the computer had gone wrong and was sending it the wrong systems. Also, almost every week, the computer says, "Oh, your back rear tyre, left tyre has gone down," and
I'm driving on flat tyres permanently.
It hasn't. And everything that goes wrong with my car, it's a good car, hasn't gone that wrong, but everything that's ever gone wrong to it, the mechanics determine was the computer. It's the computer.
So when it says the tyre's gone down, has the tyre not gone down?
No, it hasn't. It's a missed fire from the computer. So my point is that there was a time, I'm old enough to remember, and you don't have to be that old to remember when cars didn't have computers. And so they've come up with this thing that let's put computers in cars so something else can go wrong with them. And also the computer...
And nobody can fix them either.
Exactly right, exactly. The mechanics can't do it. And the computers are the sort of beating heart of the car. If your computer goes wrong, everything goes wrong. So they put something in a car that they don't need that makes them go wrong.
Are you saying that you wouldn't get in a driverless car, Kev?
No, I wouldn't. You ever seen that? By the way, driverless cars. Have you ever seen that? It's in Arizona when they were testing them out.
But LA's now full of them.
And this driverless car hits this cyclist, this woman on a cycle. And it's the weirdest thing you've ever seen because every time you've ever seen an accident that's been filmed, obviously the driver is in the process of screeching on the brakes. You see this driverless car and this woman, and it just boom, doesn't even slow down. So
starting to like the sound of these cars.
So driverless cars, of course they'll go wrong. Of course they'll go wrong. Computers.
But what I don't understand about the driverless car is, why have you left the steering wheel in there? Just to freak us out?
Yeah.
Just there's no need for the steering wheel.
Because if you get in a car without a steering wheel, that's going to freak you out even more.
I don't know.
Why have they even got? Here's the other thing.
Have you been in those pods at the airport where you go in the long-term parking? You get in the driverless pod.
No,
I don't mind those.
Well, they're DLR.
Yeah,
but why don't they?
That's a driverless
If they
pod.
don't need a steering wheel, why have they even got front seats? Why don't they just make it into like a bed?
A huge, great bed. You can
On the DLR,
I'm calling up an Uber Super King.
You should try what I do. I get on the DLR, I get in the front carriage, and I sit right at the front and I pretend I'm driving.
Do you sit there going, boo, boo?
Yeah, I do. Plenty of room on top, all that sort of thing,
If you're ever on the DLR, have you noticed of late...
Used to be on it every day, remember?
But have you noticed how your phone signal has changed of late?
Oh, yeah.
What has happened to the phone signals in this country?
Don't get me started.
Well, that's why we're here, Mike, to get you started.
Yeah. I've got two
my
phone
signal is now crap wherever I go.
Wherever you go.
It's worse than that. I've got two
Used to be all right in my house. Now I can't make a call.
Even in your house,
Yeah. Have you got, like, dead spots in the house?
Yep. Yeah.
I've got those.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got dead spots in the house. I've got dead spots in my apartment. I'll wake up one morning and I'll go to send a message and it will go as a text message as opposed to an iMessage. And I don't know why. Yeah. Some messages now don't go with the proper, codified blue colour. They go with a green colour.
But the other thing as well is, have you got that thing now happening because there's something up with the phone signals in general? You'll get a notification of a missed call that you never had.
You didn't have.
It really comes annoying.
It comes in afterwards. Then if you look at the time of when that missed call was, it was 10 minutes ago, but the network has only just come up and gone, someone tried to call you 10 minutes ago, but we weren't working. But there you go, maybe you want to call them back. I can't. Why?
No.
Well, I'm currently standing in a black spot in my own home.
Yeah.
You're right.
Which was never there.
And there are so many black
ago.
spots all around London which shouldn't have them, right?
No.
Every other country I go to on holiday or for whatever reason has better Wi-Fi than we have, has better data coverage than we have. You know, I've been to Cyprus, I've been to Montenegro, I've been to Italy, I've been to Spain,
He's like
I've been to America.
Charles.
I've been everywhere,
everywhere you go, the signal's better than it is here.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But it's got worse recently.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Well, that's because you live in the country, don't you?
Yeah, I live in the country.
It's a nightmare.
But I used to have good Wi-Fi and I used to have a good signal. And it's all just slowly getting worse.
Yeah.
Now, is it because they're about to plan something where they go, we've now got 6G and we're going to charge you a bit more for that?
They could try that.
Or is it the fact that we no longer have a workforce in this country and nobody's there to repair and make these things work properly anymore?
That's more than likely the case because everything is broken in this country. There is nothing that actually works.
I mean,
nothing works.
You should try selling a house. Anyway, that's all for this week. Join us next week when we will continue to be grumpy with Mike and Kev. Thank you, guys. Good grumpy this week. But until then, just stay grumpy. Not miserable, grumpy.